So here are the highlights from the Seattle Supercross. Eli Tomac has won 2 of 3, actually 3 of 4 races. Last time we've come here. Jet Lawrence riding a 3-race win streak, and everybody else knowing they've got to try to stop him. Some very treacherous track conditions. Adam Cianciarulo, Jason Anderson, they go wide in turn 1, and there is a Ghostbusters hole shot from Chase Sexton.
Yeah, Sexton riding well all day long. During qualifying practice, the practice were limited because of the weather or the track conditions. But we didn't even mention Cooper Webb's name all day long. Not in qualifying practice, not in the heat. And I said before the race, I said this is sneaky and this is his style of track.
And he goes around Anderson, now he goes around Roxon, and does have the leader Sexton in sight.
Yeah, I mean, I like the intensity that Cooper Webb has had the last 2 weekends early on, and that's where he needed to improve if he wants to win this championship and get the best of Jet Lawrence. So Jet Lawrence had a crafty little line right there. I think he was one of the first guys to do that, jumping over the wall jump, and he made up a lot of time and passed some really good guys. Number 1 right there, 94 of Ken Roxon. And they weren't making it easy. But this move right here, Weege, I think was a little out of pocket for Jet. I think he should have had patience right here. I really do. He had plenty of speed, and there was a lot of racing left right there, and he owned it.
Yeah, so he goes down, but not done. Starts closing back in and repassing some of the same riders.
Yeah, now he's got to go back and make up that lost time. And again, these guys aren't going to make it easy for him, but gets a good run through the whoops right here. He's going to go to the outside and get a good drive of momentum to make the move back by Ken Roxon. Ken Roxon had a good night, all things considered, especially after going after that last chance qualifier.
Sexton has been the leader through all of this, but he comes so close to going down there, and that was not the only big mistake.
I can't tell you exactly how close he was to not crashing. Then he stalls it right here. And I'm surprised he got it back going quick. Remember in the heat race, he didn't get that engine refired back up that early. And this was a tricky situation right here. So he makes the move back past Cooper Webb. I'm like, okay, he's going to run off into the sunset now. There's no way Coop is going to be able to hang with him because Coop had a massive arm pump, I can tell, in his riding. But Cooper makes a pass back by, and these 2 rhythm lanes were absolutely treacherous.
Look how close it is. Webb makes that pass. Sexton then lost some ground. Sexton then closed back in. Lawrence at this point had made it to 3rd, but he was not going to challenge them from here on out. So it's down to these 2. We've both won titles in this series. Look how close it is on the last lap, and Webb almost throws it away.
He almost lost it 100% right here, but this is great heads-up ride right here. He anticipates that the 1's going to try to sneak up the inside. Cooper Webb's way too snabby for that move.
Didn't leave the door open, and that was the finish. Half second, the final margin of victory. Webb over Sexton. They both needed that one. Only one of them can get it, though, and that was Cooper. Lawrence, as mentioned, was 3rd. That's the end of his 3-race win streak. Aaron Plessinger rode very well down the stretch. Stayed on Lawrence's rear fender to the end. 4th.
Yep. Good ride by Aaron Plessinger. I just feel like Plessinger's been back on the starts. Like he's just not up far enough in the pack for the main events. He's got to get up further. I think he can win another race.
Benny Bloss 12th, starting the second half of the field. Mitchell Oldenburg is now going to race 450s in the series after some 250 West races. Was 15th. Here's your Monster Energy 450 season standings. Webb goes from 21 down to 16 down on Lawrence.